Just the last hour, a D.C. judge heard closing arguments for two teen girls allegedly involved in the murder of Reggie Brown. Investigators say that in October of last year, a group of 5 teenage girls brutally beat the 64-year-old man to death in an alley off Georgia Avenue Northwest. It was random and it was caught on camera. Our Rafael Sanchez Cruz was inside the courtroom during these closing arguments. I imagine it's been a very emotional trial. And Rafa, kind of bring us up to date.
Yeah, Leslie, well, all evidence tonight indicates that this was a senseless crime. So 2 out of the 5 girls involved have already been sentenced. But the closing arguments that we heard today were involving a 14-year-old girl and a 13-year-old who was just 12 at the time of the crime. Both are facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder. Now, prosecutors with the D.C. Attorney General's office argued today that Reggie Brown, a small and frail man weighing just 110 pounds, was chased, dragged into an alley, whipped with his own belt, kicked, and brutally stomped to death by 5 girls. Now, why did the attack happen? Prosecutors say the 5 girls simply set out to fight someone, and they found Brown, who was already being beat up by another man. Prosecutors are heavily weighing on a 55-second video that was recorded by the girls and posted on Instagram. The video captured part of the brutal attack and the girls walking away from the scene celebrating. Now, days later, the girls talked about the incident on social media, saying they never meant to kill Bush. The defense of the 14-year-old argued his client was not part of the attack, and there's no DNA evidence pinning her client to the crime. The 13-year-old's defense insisted the girl did not set out to kill anyone that night. Now, what we do know is that earlier that day, the girls had attacked someone else in Silver Spring. The 2 girls involved in this case are due back in court in November 18th. That's when a judge will decide whether they're innocent or guilty. A 5th girl is still awaiting trial. Live outside of D.C. Superior Court, I'm Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9.
It's just hard to hear those details, Rafa, but thank you for walking us through them.